Evan here from Evan Sports Corner, and I'm back in another video here on the channel. And today I'm going to be talking about the NFC East. Going to see last week of the season. Two teams remaining in the NFC East gauntlet, technically. This week, two teams were eliminated in the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. And next week, it'll all come down to the Dallas Cowboys, my Cowboys, and the Washington football team for the NFC East crown. Before we hop in this video, remember to leave a like if you enjoy, subscribe to the channel if you're new, still not miss more sports content like this. Yeah, let's hop right in the video. So, the Cowboys got a big win yesterday over the Philadelphia Eagles, 37-17. Main reason why, obviously, they had some turnovers on the defensive side of the ball. Jalen Hurts ran through them earlier. He hit Deshaun Jackson on a deep pass. I live streamed the game yesterday. Yeah, so basically, the Eagles were up 14-3 early in the game, but then the Cowboys started to turn things around. Amari Cooper and Michael Gallup each had over 100 yards. Gallup with 2 touchdowns. Cooper dropped the TD in the end zone, so that was bad. And CeeDee Lamb had another TD. So, longest play of his career, 52 yards. And he also had a little jet sweep TD as well. So, the Cowboys receivers played really well yesterday against the Eagles, and the defense finally stepped up. Hurts was under more pressure, the Cowboys O-line started to play better. Andy started to get more time. Zeke Elliott actually sort of looked like his old self, over 100 yards for Zeke, which was good to see. And really just, they even dialed up some runs for Andy Dalton, trying to make him act like Lamar Jackson, but obviously he's not. In the end, though, the Cowboys do get a big win over Philadelphia, which eliminates the Eagles. Funny thing is, the Eagles can absolutely screw the Cowboys next week. They play the Washington football team, and because the football team have the advantage over the Cowboys, thanks to their 2 wins, they're going to need to lose next week, and Dallas is going to need to beat the New York Giants. The New York Giants were eliminated this week when they lost to the Baltimore Ravens 27-13. Shout out to the Ravens for getting the win. So this week, 2 teams were eliminated, and now it's the Washington football team and the Dallas Cowboys. If you had told me on Thanksgiving Day that week 17 it would be between the Washington football team and the Dallas Cowboys for the division, I would have said that you were crazy, because the Cowboys weren't in the best spot at that point in time. They were actually doing really bad. They had just lost to Washington 41-16, and their season was just looking like it was going to be like 4-12 or something. But luckily for me, the Cowboys were able to turn things around. They're currently on a 3-game win streak after defeating the Bengals, 49ers, and Eagles. And while those teams might not be the most impressive, it is still, down the stretch, they've been able to get wins, which has been really crucial for them in the playoff picture. What they can do is they can win their division, and Washington has to lose to Philadelphia next week, and we have to beat the Giants. We barely beat the Giants last time we played them, but, the Giants, they're out now, and the only thing they're really looking to do is maybe screw our season up. So basically, the scenario next week is the Cowboys have to win, and the Washington football team have to lose. Pretty similar to last year with the Eagles. We lost the Eagles, and then we had to get bailed out by somebody in week 17 and also win our game. We beat the Washington football team last year in week 17, but the Giants didn't really bail us out, and the Eagles made the playoffs. So we'll see what happens this year. The Cowboys' best record that they can get is 7-9, and Washington, thanks to a critical loss in Carolina, are going to be under a lot of pressure next week against the Eagles, and probably going to go out and blow them out. But, obviously Dwayne Haskins playing yesterday did not really help them out. They did lose 20-13 or something like that. Carolina got a fumble in the end zone, and obviously during the live stream I was keeping up with that game, because if Carolina had lost and if Washington had won yesterday, then it wouldn't have mattered. The Cowboys would have been out. But thanks to Carolina, who came up real clutch this week, the Cowboys are still in the... And week 17 is going to be a really intense week. Going to be live streaming the Cowboys-Giants game, keeping a very close eye on the Eagles game. It'll be a big game. Dallas loses, they're out, but yeah, they're actually tied with Washington right now at 6-9. So, based on where they were at one point in the season, things were not looking good for the Cowboys, especially after losing to Washington multiple times. But here they are. The Cowboys have been fighting through, and now they're back to a spot where pretty much the same as last year, and they could obviously end the season on a 4-game win streak as one of the highest teams in the NFL, or they could just lose next week, to save their draft pick. But it'll be interesting to see what Washington does next week. I'm hoping that the Eagles can bail us out, even though the Eagles probably aren't really in the mood to bail us out after we just knocked them out in the playoffs. But in this situation, the Eagles and Jalen Hurts are going to go next week, and I wonder if the Eagles will actually play Jalen Hurts next week. Hopefully they will. Hopefully they'll get a win. Washington, Chase Young, and them are going to have to stop Jalen Hurts' running ability, which the Cowboys didn't do a great job of doing throughout the entire game. But they also forced him to make some bad passes, which led to some interceptions by Trevon Diggs and Anthony Brown, and a fumble that got coughed up. Controversial, but Dallas does get the win, and the division's going to be decided next week. I'm going to be really nervous. Hopefully the Cowboys can clutch up. Hopefully the Eagles can do us a favor and get us to the playoffs with a win. We win, and the Cowboys will be, if that were the case, best case scenario, Cowboys are in the first round. Wild card. They'll be the 4 seed. They'll get to play a home playoff game. And who knows who they'll play. They'll probably play a team like the Buccaneers or somebody like that. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But hopefully my Cowboys can get a win next week. And hopefully we'll be in the playoffs next week, because I'll be very happy. Hopefully it's going to be a really intense week 17. So I hope that the Cowboys can pull out a win. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, so you'll not miss more sports content like this. And hope you guys have a great day. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.